And since for us anyway, we haven't had temperatures this chilly in a while, some have forgotten or perhaps have forgotten exactly what to do with your plants. And so I'm here with Alan Sistrunk, the director for the Mounts Botanical Garden, and you've been sitting taking questions, doing a web chat. We appreciate you doing it. First of all, what are the big questions you're getting? Where do they seem to be headed?
They seem to be from people new to the area that haven't experienced cold before. So there's a lot of questions like people are growing vegetables a lot this time of year, and they just put seedlings out. So they're worried about those. They're worried about palm trees. You know, so sometimes they're worrying about things they don't have to worry about. But it seems to be a lot of newbies.
What's your best advice overall? Then we'll ask a few specifics, because we're talking weather that along the coastlines, 35, 38, not down to freezing. Best overall advice, and then a few specifics.
Keep your plants well watered. They can survive. Well watered. Use mulch. Use mulch. And if you've got orchids and trees, cover the orchids with some burlap. Just some light layers of burlap to retain a little of the heat. Potted versus plants in the ground. Any particular concern about one over the other? Potted plants are a little bit more susceptible because their roots are not as hardy as the tops. So if you're able to move those into a sheltered location that's warmer, you'd probably come out better. My impatience gave up the ghost a few weeks ago. I think I overwatered them. But be that as it may, a lot of people impatience. And of course, one of my colleagues asked, Kelly and I were talking just before camera, we went on camera, she said cold or wind. Is there any particular concern on one or the other? They're both bad. Cold is bad enough, but then the wind desiccates and the plants are less able to survive the cold if they're dried out by the raging winds. Plus the the wind can blow the cold air across areas that normally wouldn't be cold. Put water on them. Mulch should be fine with this weather in the main. We're hoping, but you know. Impatiens, will they survive? A lot of people They should be fine. All right. All right. Alan, we'll be back. I know you're going back to the web chat and questions, and Kelly will have more. And if you have a question, we're going on our web chat till 6:30 tonight for another look at just how chilly it's going to get. We go to our chief meteorologist, Steve Weigel. Steve?